Hey everybody, welcome back to the Adams Family Homestead. Just giving you guys a little update on our new chicks that we got. The last video we shot was about 2 weeks ago. They're little bitty. Now they've grown up a little bit. They're starting to get their feathers in. You got Miss Turkey right there. And you got two Americanas. I think that's a black something giant. I forgot what the full name was, but it's something giant. Yeah, they're doing good still. We had to end up moving them into this smaller brooder area. So this one's just a regular Christmas tub that you'd store ornaments and stuff in. It's on a bigger size of those types of bins, but still a little bit smaller than what they were in. The reason we had to move them over was because about a week ago, while I was at work, my wife called me up and said, hey, the store has the ducks in that I was looking for. And so we ended up getting 3 ducklings about a week ago. They started off super small and tiny as well, but they've been growing a lot faster than these chicks and turkeys have, so we moved them into this bigger brooder, which is what the chicks were in originally. So these are our new ducks. Of course, wife and kids named them. I think one's Petunia, one's Rosemary, and one's something else. I was asking what happened to like Darkwing Duck or Huey, Dewey, and Louie. My wife's response was, those are all boys' names. So I guess she's right, but it sounded a lot cooler, I think. What am I gonna say? Growing up in the 80s and early 90s, those are some pretty good cartoons. So, but yeah, they're enjoying the bigger space in the brooder and this big tank one that we got versus the smaller one that the chicks are now in. They don't seem to mind too much, but they are getting a little bit bigger. So every once in a while we'll take them out and let them walk around on the floor in the basement here. We have raised the heat lamps on both of them, so it's not as warm down inside. They're smart though, so if they start getting too hot, they'll walk to the side over here where it's not as close to the heat, and then if they get cold, they'll walk closer to underneath the heat lamp so they can get warmer. So they know if they're getting too hot or too cold. Originally we had the water for the ducks in this container right here, and that's so that way the ducks can get their bills inside the holes there. It's bigger than a little feeder like this one, and so they would go through that thing super fast. We'd have to keep refilling it, so we ended up going to the store and getting one specifically for ducks. It's got a larger opening there on the bottom, and it holds a lot more water too because the ducks drink a lot of water. They also like to jump in the water and make a mess too, so something to watch out for if you're gonna get some ducks. But they're doing good. They're gonna be egg layers. So, and they say that ducks' eggs are better for baking, so if you like to bake, might be something to look into. We'll let you know how they turn out once we get some eggs from them. We ended up getting a duck coop for them to add into our chicken run area. So initially what we're going to do, we're going to probably put up a temporary fence down the middle in between the chicken run area, so that way it divides it about 1/3 to 2/3. So they'll have 1/3 of the run with the temporary fencing up, and then the bigger grown chickens will have the other 2/3. That way they can kind of meet each other and get used to each other, but still they can't get in and start pecking each other and stuff and fighting. So once we get them starting to socialize together and they get used to each other, then we'll go ahead and start bringing the temporary fence out of the chicken run so they can all commingle. But we're gonna make sure that they're not gonna attack each other at the beginning. So we'll start off slow and see how it goes. What else? The ducks, they still like to eat a lot of food, so we fill that up probably 2 or 3 times a day. They got some chicken grit, so it's good for ducks as well, the chicken grit. And then got the water feeder there. They do like to make a mess with the water, so if you find any moist or damp cedar or pine shavings on the floor there, we use pine shavings. If you see any that are like soaking wet, either take those out or put some more pine shavings in that will dry it up, so that way they don't get any mold and stuff in there. Other than that, I think that's all for the little quick update today. Shoot another video and show you guys the duck coop that we got for the chick, or not for the chicks, but for the ducks. I think initially we're going to put the chicks, this turkey there, and all the ducks inside that duck coop as we get them used to the other grown chickens. So we'll keep you guys updated. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later.